So the Vitatree Magnesium is an important supplement. Magnesium deficiency is certainly very common. Our soils have become so deficient in that magnesium that we're simply not getting enough magnesium in our diet. So really important for women, but also for men. So for women, for balancing our hormones, it's really important that we have enough magnesium. Often PMS symptoms and cravings for chocolate can be a magnesium deficiency. But also when we're talking about cardiovascular function, it's really important. The largest muscle of our body, the heart, relies on having enough magnesium. We also need magnesium for over 400 different chemical reactions in the body. So getting enough and getting it in an absorbable form is always the challenge. And that's the great thing about the Vitatree Magnesium is that is a magnesium bound to glycine. So this is a bisglycinate, unlike the other conventional magnesiums on the market. And in that bisglycinate formulation, it dissolves readily. So even if you're to open up, and I want you to try this at home if you haven't yet, open up the capsule right into some water. You're going to see it completely dissolve and disappear. There's no taste, so this is fantastic. And I like magnesium in the morning to open up into your water, especially if you've got acid reflux. So this is a great way to have that balancing effect and that relaxant effect on the muscles in the esophagus, helping with acid reflux. But it is a muscle relaxant, so it's always working hand in hand with your calcium. Yeah, you'll notice at Vitatree, our magnesium is separate from our calcium. So our magnesium you're going to take in the morning, 2 capsules, and your calcium you're going to take closer to bedtime because calcium is best absorbed when you're sleeping, and they actually compete for absorption. So that's why we don't put the calcium and magnesium in the same supplement. So 2 capsules a day of your magnesium in the morning. It's also our beauty mineral, so it's our anti-aging mineral bound to that glycine, and the glycine actually helps with our collagen levels. So this is a multitasker for you, and your magnesium, and in the morning your calcium closer to bedtime. So we'll take a look at the calcium now. Now this is our calcium gummies, and the calcium gummies in a 2-pack. So this is new, you haven't seen this yet. And the great thing about the calcium gummies is that these are vegetarian and they're sugar-free, so there aren't any artificial sweeteners in here. Great for the children, but also for the big kids like myself. I love the gummies and I can't get enough of them. They're delicious. So for the children, it's 3 gummies per day, and for the adults, you can go up to 6 gummies per day. And if you take a look at them, they are so yummy. They're soft and chewy, they're cherry flavored, and they have that same whole food calcium. So if you're accustomed to taking either our powder or our capsules, it's the same fossilized coral calcium, which contains 69 other trace minerals. So things like boron, rubidium, silica, that help with that absorption of that calcium to make sure it's going into the bones, it's going into the teeth. So think of the children with the teeth, really important that they get that active absorption of that calcium going into the teeth to strengthen the teeth. Calcium also helps with cardiac function, so it's that fine balance between the magnesium and the calcium, making sure that you're getting both in the same day, but we don't supplement them at the same time. The other great thing about the gummies is that there isn't any of the other ingredients that are found in other gummies, and this is, true to the Vitatree brand, something that I always became very frustrated over all of the gummies, and we've been asked for years and years, okay, Dr. Byron, you've got to do a gummy formulation, and I could never find, the rhyme or reason to do it because there were so many, different fillers and things and sugar, and most of the gummy vitamins are simply candies, and they've got synthetic vitamins and minerals in them, and that's not, of course, what we do at Vitatree. We always give you the best and concentrated nutrients, and that's why I'm so proud of our first gummy formulation being the calcium gummies, and we've got a few more in the pipeline that are coming. But the calcium gummies is that same whole food calcium, which is highly, highly absorbed, but also it's vegetarian based on pectin. It has some of the superfoods in here as well, but it's also so easy to take. So the children will love them at 3 gummies per day. It has the special cap on here because, and sometimes it's funny because sometimes the adults have more problems with it than the kids do, but it is that safety cap for the children, and up to 6 gummies a day for the adults. You're going to love it.